We will speak about how we can improve in bringing together sustainable forest management and the protection of biological diversity in forests, and what we can do to ensure that our forests can continue to provide their existentially important ecosystem services for us.
Today, the first high-level policy dialogue of Forest Europe will take place.
The effects of a changing climate are currently at full display all over Europe, as heat waves and droughts are causing severe bug, beetle infestations, forest fires, and other cases of forest loss. At the same time, the continued loss of biodiversity adds to these challenges. We must act now to combat this twin crisis.
And when we are talking about sustainable forest management, we are talking not only about three pillars, social, environmental, and production, but also about fourth pillar. This is communication. This is also very important, how we communicate these forest issues, not only inside the forest sector, but also to the public.
Finally, I want to raise question, is it protection of biodiversity nowadays in really complex condition possible without human activity?
Meaningful reforms in the area of sustainable forest management can only be successful if we engage all the stakeholders, particularly the youth. In fact, the youth constitute a large part of the world's population and are well placed for the invention and development of new forms of action and activism that generates effective responses to issues of concern.
It's urgent time to act. We have to shorten the time from theory to practice. That's the main thing, I think. And we can talk in different conferences. If we are not able to bring this practical implementation to the forest, we are too slow.
As a take-home message, maybe I can say that this dry, hot summer should be a wake-up call for us all to increase forest biodiversity and forest tree species mixture, to increase the resilience and the stability of our forests.
So this is where Forest Europe does have an opportunity to get concrete with the further development of indicators to be able to guide the delivery of policies such as the European Forest Strategy or the biodiversity strategy that was mentioned. So I agree that biodiversity is a very tough subject. We've talked about this before, but that being said, I don't think that we need to be able to be comprehensive. We need to be representative.
Of course, in the policy making, we have to adapt to those different objectives. And if you look at the forest owner studies, for instance, biodiversity issues are very important for the landowners.
Explain from our side that sustainable forest management is not set in stone. It's an evolving concept. It's a dynamic concept, and forest owners have shown for decades their capability to adapt, and they are showing it today even more than ever.
The integration of biodiversity in the management and in forest management is needed to be considered in the management plan of the forest, and not all the forest cover in our countries have this management plan.
We need to understand also the trade-offs with the economic and the social part. So we need wood, we need other outcomes, we need economic outputs of our forests, also looking at the other parts of the world and the crisis.
And it's been great, it's been interesting discussions ranging from how to support Ukraine to biodiversity issues. I hope you tune in. Thank you.